Hello everyone, Owen here. Today we are doing a video not on trains, but rather some things that go with them. And today I'll be showing the largest mock I have ever made, or I've ever shown on this channel. And I am going to be showing 3 buildings today, starting off with the biggest and ending with the smallest. So let's get into it. So, as you can tell, the first mock is a English shed. I have been doing a lot of British mocks. Lately, because I always felt like it wasn't just the trains of England that were fascinating, but just all the buildings and stations and railway crossings that went with them. So this build, I built this back in like around August or July. It was a big goal. I had taken apart an old building, and I had a bunch of gray pieces, so I thought, what else to do than a shed? And instead of doing a lot of planning, I sort of just kind of dove right into it. And I started at the bottom and built up. And the one thing that I was worried about were the windows, because usually English sheds have rather large windows. But I was able to find a good design, and I will show you my first design for window panes, like the green border around them, and how I did it. So this is my first design for a window, and it is the rear window, and the only difference is that it is lower, and it uses a single pane rather than 6 individual bricks for a window pane. This design was pretty big. It took up this whole area right here. So I was like, this design is not very good, because I got these two very obvious cracks, and wasn't that good. And then the design I came up with after that was very simple and didn't require as many parts. So that was the design, but I did keep the back design just to show how I would do it. And going around here, I got 2 windows on each side. This side has a door. I paid a lot of attention to detail on the outside. We've got a gutter, which we just added. We've got rail lanterns for rear and front. We've got a crate and another barrel and some chains. And we've got a character who has yet to be introduced. But his name is Noel. And in this crate right here, we actually have steam pieces, so when I bring an engine out of the shed, it can't have those pieces close by. So let's take a look at the other side. This other side also has a lot of detail. I'm gonna come back a little bit. We've got a drive wheel. I bought a batch of 5 wheels, and I didn't know what to do with the 5th one, so I just used it for something on the side. We've got another rear lantern, 2 rails, a basket, crate full of these pieces. We've got an individual hiding in this barrel. I'm not really sure how it's physically possible, but he is doing it anyways. Got a broom, an old wheel, and a trolley, and a lantern in a bag. So let's look inside the shed. And you may think it's just a shed, there's not much inside, but I did pay attention to a lot of detail on the inside. One detail I liked adding was this very handy removable roof. And it just comes off like so. So we'll put that over here, and we'll take a look inside. So inside, we've got 2 workers. I got a table, some coffee. Over here, we've got a smaller table with a hammer and a book, ladder, shovel, a lot of hinges to have tools on. Got a length of 2 track, little bit. You can't. So 2 pieces of train track covers one of these base plates. So it sticks out on the front like that to have room, but it works. It looks pretty well. Works pretty well. Wrench, oil can, welding welding thing, I'm not really sure. Crowbar and another wrench. Other side. Most English buildings fancy a cup of tea, so we've got biscuits, orange juice, tea bags, coffee machine, and a shiny cup, fire extinguisher, broom, and there's that guy. So some fun things going on inside. Not a ton going on with the roof, but we'd like to add this one detail, how the roof took forever to find all these slow pieces. Like that was 3 trips to the Lego store to find all those pieces. We've got, underneath we've got 2 chimneys. You will notice one's different. I had 2 of these ones with the studs on top, but I seem to have misplaced it. So, okay, I'm just leaving it there. And then we got another one, which has the plate on the bottom, and then the other pieces, because I lost the other one. And we got 2 lights, and each chimney is for either end of the shed. So if an engine is backwards, it has its funnel facing this way, and then if it's front, it's got this way. And we've got 2 chimneys on the front, on the top. And there's no difference to how we put it on, except for one end has the owl on it. And 2 of the buildings I'm going to show you today have an owl on them. And it's kind of a thing I have for some other British things. But yeah, it's a pretty solid build. And it goes on to the shed. Pretty well. Next building on the list is a train station, and of course you cannot at all have a railroad without having a classic train station. This is based off the British design for a train station. It has got raised platforms, so my passenger cars are equally even to the platform. The name of the town is Wesley. I just got these printed and put on there, and it looks very nice, very realistic to the signs you see in Britain. Got a clock from an advent calendar, just modified a bit. Got a mail box, I'm not really sure what you call that. We've got the station terrier. We've got a weight inspired by the Flickr user British Bricks, who's got some super sick British Mocs. If you are interested in all these British Mocs, I'll leave links in the description on good Flickr pages to go visit, and you can see their creations. We've got the I'm not sure you call this guy. I'm blanking on the name, but he's collecting the mail, lamp, and then the picket fence along the sides is a very classic thing for a British station. Not a lot of detail on the back side. 1 window, and then the staircase, which I needed to add 1 brick right here. Forgot to do that. But yeah, this station before was very badly in shape, and it was in pieces, so I rebuilt it to look much better. And this also has an interior. So inside, it's a small station, so not a lot of detail, but we've got a fireplace, the station master, and or ticket collector. These 2 guys are the guys running the station. And then we've got a waiting area, and I just realized that for a 1930s era train station, I have a computer, so I'm going to have to get rid of that. But you can just pop the roof back on. There's that second owl. I'm also just realizing that this thing has a modern air conditioner, so I wasn't really paying attention to that. The chimney matches down to the fireplace, and what comes off with the fireplace is a piece of newspaper that's framed to the fireplace. So if I were to take that off, the fireplace would look like that. Last building I wanted to show you was a sort of quick build. It's a small build. It is the yard office. And I got this sign on the office printed at the same time I printed the Wesley Borough sign. This was inspired when I was looking through a British model train catalog, British modeling, or something like that. And it's a very nice little build. I like this. It's very fun to add on a little layout. And I pay attention to the interior. On the inside, we've got a similar furnace design to the one in the green coach I got. We've got the yard office manager writing some things on a notepad with some coffee. He does not have a door yet. This frame is too small for a Lego door. So his furnace will have to keep warm for the most part. Got a nice chimney. This roof design took a lot. It actually was a slow progress to build because I had used all my pieces on the shed. And it's also very similar design to the shed. If we come over here, it's similar with the bricks and then the gray bricks. I call these bricks because they are bricks. Green windows and a black roof. So this is a very nice little thing to add to a British layout. Small yard office. It's easy to build if you have the parts, and it's nice and handy and dandy. Well, guys, that was the British Buildings Mock showcase. I've been doing a lot of British videos. I just like building some of the mocks, and they all pile into one video quickly. Like the last video, I showed just 2 mocks, so it's I think there's not that many British mocks left. Unless I build anything new. Yeah, so that's about it. And the next video, I will be showcasing some vehicles. You know what? Actually, I just realized I've got one more British thing to show you, but I will show that in the next video. I'm not sure when the next video will be coming out. I've got a time limit here, so it may come out today. It'll probably come out tomorrow. Who knows? So, anyways, I hope this was cool, and I hope you liked it. And give me some suggestions in the comments if you want me to build anything else or what you think of these buildings. So, yeah. Bye.